hello there. And we are live. See ya, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to another episode of one of my favorite shows on the
That's
planet.
great.
See ya, people. It doesn't get better than this because this will be the last show I'll be having, like my flagship shows, yeah, that I'll be having before I take a 1 month holiday, and then I'll come back for the new season. Me and Oregon Guna, we're gonna revamp the show and make it a more bigger because this is one of my flagship shows. See, people, welcome to the channel yet again, my
What's up, man?
brother.
What's going on?
See ya, people. Even the summer can't hold this guy down. Donald Trump can't hold this brother down.
Oh,
See ya,
no.
people. Welcome to the show again. My brother, Oregon Gunadal. Po. He gets a
What's up, Tony?
po, people. Oregon Gunadal, welcome to the show, my brother, man. How you doing? Talk to these people. The assembled is down here with you. All the guys will be showing up pretty down soon. So talk to these people, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Hope you've been well too. I know you're going on vacation. It sounds like fun. I'll be obviously in the UK in August for the first week, couple weeks or so. But no, everything's pretty good on the home front. Wife's good, kids are good. They're out of school, obviously, for the summertime. July 4th coming up on Friday. I don't know how excited I am about to celebrate America's independence with our current situation, what's going on in America.
Yeah.
I don't agree with any of that, and I'm not here to talk politics. We're here to talk Arsenal, bro. And I am disappointed in this club. I want justice for this club, and I want to dive into it, Tony, because I am not happy one bit. So, yeah.
See ya, people. Yeah, whenever I get a message, from Oregon Guna, see Tony, I have to speak my mind today. I mean, my heart starts racing because I know Oregon Guna is really pissed that whenever he sends that text, I just know he's real pissed that he has something to say. But you know what? Yeah, we'll walk straight right into it. I mean, you can see the title we have down here today. Aces is down here. He always says that. You don't have the answers, Tony. And of course, big ups to, of course, Aces. I mean, Aces is also one of our most trusted viewers down here, man. Big ups to you, man. You know, it's all respect to you, Aces, man. I mean, you've always helped out on this show. You, the assembled, all these other guys. I really thank you guys. AFC always, also, I respect all of you guys, you know. See, absolutely. Oregon Guna, I'll put you in the game. Look at the title of our show today. Kepa, unveiled today. Kepa becomes the first signing of Arsenal this summer. Give us a breakdown of what you feel about Kepa Arrizabalaga and tell us what you think this means for the Golden Glove winner. I mean, see, let's not put dust on his name. Is a two-time back-to-back winner of the Golden Glove in the Premiership. That's no easy fit. But as it is, it has an Herculean task of actually gazumping that number one shirt from from the guy who just won back-to-back Golden Gloves in one of the most competitive leagues in the world. Talk to us, my brother. The unveiling of Kepa Arrizabalaga.
Well, first I want to say Kepa, I always thought was a decent keeper, not great. You know, he obviously didn't work out at Chelsea. Obviously didn't work out at Bournemouth either. Again, it's our fifth keeper in the four windows. So that's something to think about, right? We have Hine, who we all don't really kind of rate. We have this, I think it's Josh Stelford. Let me know if I pronounced the name wrong. I think it's Stepford, 18, 19-year-old kid. Hey, if you want to go with youth Arteta, why not go with Josh Stepford? This is $5 million we've taken away, or £5 million, whatever, we've taken away from the Gyokeres deal. This is £5 million we've taken away from the Eze deal. This is £5 million we've taken away from the Rodrygo deal. Yeah, it's $5 million, whatever, a piss in the wind. But the fact of the matter is, it's not a priority. And we're going at mediocrity again. This is still the same fit as Calafiori, Moreno, right? Benayoun. How many times have we been down this road? where we've already brought in fill players, right? I mean, Kepa, is he really going to compete for Raya? They're both Spanish. I mean, hopefully they're just there to work together and lift a trophy, right? I don't know how much he's going to be competing to, so to speak, against Raya. But again, it's a signing that nobody's asking for, Tony. Nobody's asked for that. Nobody's asked to go even further. They're going to shell out the money for Nordegaard. I'm already seeing videos on YouTube about Nordegaard and why he's better than Partey. I mean, like, come on, dude. This is just such a slap in the face to the fan base again, to the real fan base, who aren't just going to, kiss Arteta's ass and be like, oh, well, the bigger signings are coming. When? Liverpool, Man City,
Oregon Goon is going for broke.
When, bro? Well, when? Like,
Oregon Goon is going for broke.
You don't see Frimpong
going for the juggler.
Going to Liverpool. You don't see Man City picking up 3 or 4 players for 150, 155 mil. 4 players for 150 mil, bro. I mean, what? And top players, and they're already in preseason. Yeah, they got knocked out by Al Hilal, big deal. Club World Cup, nobody gives a wank about that anyway. So basically, they went in there, kicked some ass, beat Juventus 5-1, and some other teams were the top goal-scoring team in the competition, get knocked out. It happens. That's football. But, and the day after, they're going to prepare. The day after, they're going to be ready. They can play us now. And that's the point. We're not ready now. And now just doesn't exist in Arsenal world. There's no urgency. And I mean urgency. There's no urgency to get Gyokeres in. There's no fucking urgency to get Rodrygo in. There's no fucking urgency to get Eze in. And that's what pisses me off. And I'm sure a lot of the old school Gunners as well. Because we're tired of this shit. Bring in the players now. Now. And if Rodri's out injured until November,
Oregon,
this is the urgency we're talking about. It's not the name; it's the names and the urgency. The money is there. Spend it now. That's the point, bro.
Oregon Gunner. This topic was about Arrizabalaga, yeah. But I hear you when you bring all these other names into the fray. I hear you, but I would like to disagree with as much as I agree with you about every other thing you've said. But I would slightly disagree with you with the signing of Kepa Arrizabalaga, because number one, it's inconsequential who we sign or bring in as a backup goalkeeper. We already know who our number one is. So anyone who is just going to come in should be a decent goalkeeper. That's number one. Should be a decent goalkeeper and should be someone that should at least be a little bit kind of like competitive enough to give David Raya a rest or in his absence. Now, is Arrizabalaga a decent goalkeeper? Is it in that cardiac? Is he an improvement on Hayne that we had last season? The answer is yes. Does he improve the squad? I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. But was he better than what we had last season? Yes. Do we have a problem with the signing? Yes, I have a problem with the signing. Only because it's coming from Chelsea Football Club. I've sworn that I don't want to see any of this Chelsea throw-ups in my football club. But in the grand scheme of things, he's no more in Chelsea. I mean, he's been loaned out to Real Madrid. I mean, loaned out to Bournemouth. He has a decent season at Bournemouth. I mean, let's be frank with the whole thing. He never really achieved anything with Chelsea Football Club. I mean, most of the starts he raked up over the years was him being loaned out. To be very sincere with you. So if you say yes is another Chelsea throw up, I do understand that. I'm in that. I share that pain with you. But in the grand scheme of things, yeah, it doesn't really affect anything in the football club. It rather actually even helps us because somehow it would come in the Carling Cup, and you have a semi-capable hand to help out in that cup game. In the FA Cup, you know that Arrizabalaga is someone you can trust. I don't trust Hayne. is Arrizabalaga a more decent player, goalkeeper, than what we had last season? The answer is yes. He comes in to help out David Raya.
Right.
Maybe not to gazump that position of David Raya, but he could come in the FA Cups, in the Carabao Cup, and I completely have no problems with that, provided David Raya is the one taking care of the Champions League and the most important games in the league. I completely have no problem with that. Kepa actually improves the squad than not improve the squad. If you check the backup that we had there last season, that's how I check. That's how I check my own measurement of quality. Was the player more better than what we had before down there? And the answer is yes, it's better and a more gifted goalkeeper than Hayne.
No.
Are you looking at it from that trajectory?
That's fine.
Or do we have to just keep looking at it that, he's a Chelsea throw-up? So
anything about him being a Chelsea throw-up. What I said about was we're giving $5 million away. Again, it's not a lot of money, right, in the world of football, obviously, but it's a position
and it's coming for cheap. Again, Oregon Gunner, he came for cheap.
I know, but
I mean, he's not 20. He's not 25 million. He's not 30 million. It's just 5 million. It doesn't hurt our coffers at all.
But it's no reason to buy him. Is my point. Let alone Chelsea scum is that there's no reason to buy him, bro, because we bought 5 keepers in 4 windows. And if
I know, but we do need a backup goalkeeper. I mean, do you know how many games Oregon Gunner? Do you know how many games David Raya played last season? If he mistakenly dropped at any time in the league games that we overused him, it shows that, I mean, in the Champions League, bro, you remember the goalkeeper that kept there in the Champions League and completely messed. I mean, I don't want to call his name. His name is a sacrilege where I am. I don't want to call that name. I don't want a repeat of that. I mean, I want someone who is at least semi-capable to come in those games that David Raya can play. And I do think that Arrizabalaga, despite not being a world beater, but is a decent goalkeeper. And by the way, which number 1 goalkeeper would want to be here and play second fiddle to David Raya? You can hardly find. I mean, I've not seen that since Liverpool.
Listen, Tony,
where Kelleher was down there, and of course they had Alisson. But apart from that, name me another goalkeeper who would make the first team in another team and that would rather play second fiddle.
I get all that. I understand that. I get that. I'm not saying he's not capable of playing second fiddle, or I mean, obviously he's fine with it. It's just, it's those signings that these are signings we should be making later. It's not a priority for us to nail down Kepa. It's not a priority for us to be getting Norgard in when we have Thomas Partey sitting there and probably could have just gotten him a better deal for a year or 2. And that's the point. It's not just Kepa. It's that we've got 5 goalkeepers in 4 windows. If Kepa, like you said, is semi-capable, so is fucking Hein. Hein's semi-capable too. And why are we spending money on a position again that we really just don't need? We could have some kid that's 19, 20 years old in the academy that's a goalkeeper that we don't even know about. I'm
sorry, that's a priority area. I mean, Oregon, we don't. I love this. This is an argument. I mean, most of the time I agree with you all the time, but I mean, this is an argument, and I'm relishing every point of it. Oregon Gunner, I insist, the goalkeeping position is a priority area in terms of competitiveness. There is no one last season who pushed David Raya to the limit. So when you say that position is already on lockdown, I disagree with that, because there was no one who David Raya would look. Bro, if David Raya looked to the bench last season, they would say, who are these clowns? None of them would want to gazump that position from him. But if he sees a fellow Spanish international who has played for Real Madrid, who's played for Chelsea, his form dwindled in Chelsea, but he had very, very decent performances in Bournemouth. When he looks at that bench, you say, oh, okay, there's a decent goalkeeper I'm looking at the bench right now. Last season, I couldn't look at our bench and say, oh, someone will push me, someone will inspire me. Kepa would inspire David Raya. He's a big, big push. So no matter how we look at it, yeah, he might be one of the spawn of the most hated Chelsea football club. I don't like them either. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you do need competitive spirit, which is what me and you are arguing about. We never have competition all across the positions in our football club. We don't have that. So if for some reason we do get a decent backup for 5 million, Oregon, it doesn't hurt. Come on, brother.
No, I did say it doesn't hurt. It's the priority of the signing is my problem. And yeah, I once said 5 million this, 5 million that, but it's the priority, Tony. But when you look at the market, you cannot tell me that you have so much confidence, and you could put Arsenal above all's comment up there telling me to fucking relax and wait and trust me. I don't trust shit with this manager, bro. Not a fucking thing. They're making moves while we bring in Kepa.
Big ups Arsenal above all. That's a great channel. Guys, go subscribe to Arsenal above all. Great guy, great guy.
We spend over the odds for players. That is a fucking disgraceful. Telling me to relax and to trust you. Why the fuck should I trust you? I've been waiting 20 plus years for a title, and I've been following this club almost 30 years. The signings aren't coming because if they were, they would have signed already. And this is to my point with Kepa. It's not a priority. Rodrygo's a priority. Gyokeres, priority. Right? I don't care about Kepa and Raya battling out. But I do agree we have to be strong in every position and have backups that can do a job. But if
David Raya injures his foot in the preseason in Singapore, Oregon Gunner. No, I like this argument. Oregon Gunner. If David Raya injures his foot, if he has a foot injury in our preseason in Singapore, what happens? And that's not far from reality. Look at Julian Timber. He has been playing injured since last season. None is injured. Who comes on for him? This is what I'm talking about. So now let's, for instance, hypothetically, they all go down to Singapore and David Raya injures his foot. Then what happens?
He says, what? Declan Rice injures his foot? Then we have Zubamendi.
No. I'm talking of the goalkeeper. No. Let's go to what we brought in already. So now, if they all go to Singapore right now, if they go for that preseason in Singapore and David Raya injures his foot, what happens?
Then we bring in Kepa because he just signed today.
And you say it's not a priority area? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Tony, it is a priority area. It is. Because if the number one we have there gets injured, we have no other person there. So it makes complete sense for Kepa coming around right now.
We've got keepers. We have Hein and Stepford.
Who? Which keepers do we have? Please name them. Name the keepers we have.
Hein and Stepford.
Oh my!
I know. Hey,
are you seriously calling that name? Are you seriously calling that name around here, Oregon?
No, but what I am saying is, you don't think Hein's going to play in Singapore? You don't think Hein's going to play somewhere in America or wherever the fuck they're going?
Can he come in? Can he come in when David Raya is injured in a competitive Premier League match without you shuddering? And without me pissing my pants throughout the 90 minutes. That's what I'm talking about. If he comes in place of David Raya, I will piss my pants for the first 90 minutes. And we have very important games in the first 4 games. If Hein or any of all those clowns we have as goalkeepers here come in place of David Raya, I'll piss my pants. I mean, for the first 2 months in the Premiership. So I don't want to piss my pants, in the first 2 months, beginning in the Premier League season. So if Kepa comes in and brings that stability down there in that goalkeeping position, pushes David Raya quite a little bit, and make him to step up just a little bit, up a notch. I mean, what do we have to lose? It's a priority area. We have nothing to lose. I have a problem with you saying it's not a priority area.
Well, it's not, because all we ever hear is striker, and winger, right? But I guess it is in a way. You're right. If David Raya gets hurt, it really drops quality. There's no denying that. And I'm not denying that Kepa's probably a good second backup keeper. I get that. The Spanish connection, blah, blah, blah. But all my basis of the argument is, Tony, regardless if he was at Chelsea 2 seasons ago, right, that it's not the priority. Again, it's mismanagement of money and time. It's mismanagement of time, bro. We don't have time. Now, if we were bringing Gyokeres and Kepa signs a week later, 4 days later, yes. If we got, fucking, I don't know, Eze and Gyokeres and Zubamendi, let's say all 3 of them sign miraculously this Friday, right? And then we bring Kepa in next week. Yes. And that's the priority, the system I'm talking about. And that's fine. Okay, we got Kepa 5 million, that's done. And you got a point. If Raya gets hurt, we really, really drop in quality. And I understand that. But why is Hein here? Why is Stepford here? Why did Arteta go sign an 18-year-old just to develop? When the kid has, already played a few games last season, I think. I think actually played some seasons. Not that he's ready for the Premier League. So I understand what you're saying as a squad depth-wise, experience-wise. Kepa is a good signing for 5 mil. I will give you that argument, but in return, it's a give and take relationship, right? You've got to agree with me at some point that it is not a priority right now. That he is a goalkeeper, regardless of the name, regardless of the price, is not a priority right now. Say it.
It is a priority. I'm sorry. The goalkeeping position is a priority area. Because you don't have anyone who would competitively push David Raya. You don't have that. And if there's a single injury, and I give you that example, in the first 2 matches, if he turns up injured in the Premiership, I will piss my pants. I don't want to piss my pants in the first 2 months. I mean, how clear should I be? So it's a priority area, and personally, I think Kepa coming in solidifies that area. So we don't even have to. We don't even have to flinch an eye if David Raya gets injured, because we know that someone said, "My guys, I'm not putting him in the same breath as David Raya or Alisson or all these top goalkeepers, but at least it's a half-decent goalkeeper."
Yes,
at least it's someone that, if he comes in, if he recreates what he did with Bournemouth, I have no problem with that.
He will.
If he recreates what he did with Bournemouth, I have no problem with that.
We know this now. He's not going to be playing in big games when Ray is not injured. So yeah, I'm fine with it, as long as we don't see him, suiting up against City, Liverpool, and Newcastle week in, week out. But if Ray is injured,
I still think Kepa will even be more better. Personally, I just feel like, if you ask me, I just feel like the price tag that brought him to Chelsea really pressured him. It really pressured him. When was the last time? When was the last time you heard? A transfer of a goalkeeper for nearly 75, for nearly 80 million pounds. When was the last time you heard that? I've never heard that before. Anyone correct me, for any goalkeeper that's coming to this league for more than 75 million pounds. I've not seen it. So you have to factor in that pressure that kind of like just push it, as in just pushed him down that pressure road in Chelsea Football Club. And when the pressure was down, it recreated. The times he came on for Real Madrid, he was decent, and with his loan move to Bournemouth, he was okay. It was good. So if we have a decent goalkeeper backing us up again with David Raya, that position is on lockdown. So we can now look at other targets and other positions and strengthen them. I completely hear you. Let's bring in a striker. Let's bring in an attacker. I completely get that. But if we're finishing that deal in that goalkeeping area, then we know, oh, it's all over. So if David Raya gets injured, I'm okay. I'm all good. But again, going to what you talked about, our second topic. So okay, just before we go into the second one, yeah, are you okay with Kepa as the number 2?
Yes, since he officially signed, I'm going to back the kid for sure. He's signed.
No, he officially signed today. It was unveiled today. Yeah. His video was out today. So he has been unveiled by the football club today.
I'm glad that we signed another backup goalkeeper.
All right, Gyokeres. You didn't need to be petty. You didn't need to be petty with that, man.
A striker and a winger and another midfielder. But whatever, man.
Oregon Gunner. Yeah, Oregon Gunner. I heard of bad news today. Arsenal tabled a bid for Noni Madueke from Chelsea Football Club. Oregon Gunner. What is the fascination? I mean, if you watch, definitely. I mean, you're a movie guy like me, and of course, sure. I mean, definitely you're American. You like pop culture too. But I mean, if you remember the Lord of the Rings, yeah, and that guy that loved the shiny coins, what's his name?
Smeagol.
What's that guy's name? With the weird hair and the certain fondness for licking the coins and precious metals from the earth. See, that's the same way I equate Arsenal's penchant and enthusiasm for taking the throw up of Chelsea footballers.
Right.
Today, we got reports that Arsenal have tabled a £27 million proposal to Chelsea Football Club for Noni Madueke. I mean, the floor is yours, man.
Where's Rodrygo? 27 million to a 85 million, 90 million package is quite a chunk of change. Again, it's mediocrity. It's fucking mediocrity. That's all it is. Just something to fill the bench, bro. I mean, the kid's athletic. Yeah, he can run. He can pass the ball. It's more mediocrity. Bring me Rodrygo. Like, what's the holdup? What is the holdup? If everybody's been on Rodrygo for the last 2 months, bring him. And then it's funny, Tony, we've slowly lowered, right? It was Rodrygo, and then who were you looking at? Eze, and then we were looking at Semenyo, and then it was, a couple seasons ago was Pedro Neto, and like what is going on, bro? I'm just, first of all, get Gyokeres. Like, get Gyokeres done.
That should be that should be the logical position to strengthen at first, right?
Right. But I know we're not, and Acers is right. Rodrygo will never join Arsenal. I just don't, like.
Yeah, I heard he's having cold feet about joining Arsenal. I heard he's prioritizing a move to Manchester City than Arsenal if he's to move to England. So, I mean, that's what I've heard. And again, you can't blame the player. I mean, he's played at the highest level. He's played in Spain. He's a Brazilian Samba. He's won the Champions League. He's won the Spanish La Liga. He's won a couple of cups here and there. The Copa del Rey's and all this, the King's Cup and all these little cups that have to go in between, like he's won everything with Real Madrid. I mean, his level is high there. When he looks at Arsenal, I mean, there's nothing to entice him. I mean, no trophies. The manager doesn't know what he's doing. There's no pool. There's nothing to pull him in. And even if he has a fellow teammate, Brazilian teammate in Gabriel Martinelli, he would look at Gabriel Martinelli's lot at Arsenal and he'd feel, oh, this guy's cursed. He can't win a trophy. He's gone down the drain. He doesn't have his energy levels shows no urgency. He hasn't improved his game in about 3 seasons. The last time Martinelli had any input at Arsenal was 3 seasons ago, where he scored 15 goals, and he's he's a complete shadow of himself. So he would be looking at all these things and how Mikel Arteta professes he develops players, but has developed nothing. And he understands the attacking situation at Arsenal, and I think he doesn't want to come down here. He's not satisfied with what he's seeing.
Well, I mean, you're right. Who's to say he couldn't go to Man City? I haven't seen those links. I don't know if Man City with FFP rules could even bring him in with already the money they've spent. But the Madueke thing is just so, again, it's kind of just so lackluster. Like, what is this kid going to do to bring us the title? I just see, and that's why I get so the up with this, Tony, is that they're looking at short term. They're not looking at the long view of some of these transfers. Like Madueke, there's a reason why they want to get rid of him. I mean, well, they're just buying 3 more players, but it's like we're just their dumping ground. Exactly what Emi Baba says. It's like what?
Yeah, we are their dumping ground. Noni, Madueke, Sterling. I mean, you could name. You can name every rotten player. From Chelsea. Every rotten player. I mean, has come to end their careers in our football club. Our club has become a dumping ground for this. I mean, for these clowns. Willian.
Let me ask you,
Gallus. Our football club, it's a literal dumping ground. It's a trash bin for Chelsea Football Club. And I literally have a problem with that. We are a trash to them. So if a Chelsea fan comes up to us and say, hey, Arsenal, you guys are trash bins. We just have to say, yes, sir. We are their trash bins. They unload an unwanted Kepa everywhere in the world. They unload Willian to us. They force-fed us Gallus. They force-fed us Willian. And even Willian ran away from us. We are so bad in transfer dealings that we just keep going to Chelsea for more. We are like Oliver Twist. We're begging for more from Chelsea Football Club. I have a problem with that.
I wonder if this, and tell me if I'm wrong. Chelsea ownership, American. Arsenal ownership, American. You don't think they know each other? You don't think there's maybe some talk behind the scenes?
Obviously, there's some cooking of the books going on between them. Obviously, we can't write that off. Of course, we do know that. That's for sure.
If there's something behind that, it's kind of like, we're already done from the beginning. And just Madueke in. What? I kind of get it.
It's mind-blowing. Year in, year out. We keep getting this scum of the earth from those, the clowness. We don't even go for the Cole Palmers, We don't go for the Cole Palmers. We don't go for the we only go for the trash, for the trash. For the trashiest. Oh my days, man.
Stars. We think we can make
it hurts. It hurts my heart. We only go for the bin.
And it's also, Tony, we go back on our list, right? Because in 2018, 19, 17, this kid may have been on our list, right? It's kind of like we go backwards. We missed out Kai Havertz. Oh, we got him now. We missed out on, Madueke. Oh, we can go get him now. We missed out on David Luiz. Oh, we go get him now. We missed out on so-and-so. Pretty soon next year, it's going to be Pedro Neto. And then it's going to be Nicholas Jackson. And then when Enzo hits about 27, it's going to be him. Right? Our host is all figured out, right? We've got it all figured out. It's just Chelsea.
We've got it all figured out, right?
It also goes with what the profile is, right? We want someone who's London-based, has played in the Premier League.
Big up AJ.
In London. so the move is easy. It won't cost us moving fees or what have you, right? It's real easy because he gets to keep his kids and his girlfriend or wife in London. I mean, it's just so easy. And that's the thing. We aren't willing to do the hard work to bring in the Rodrygos. We aren't willing to do the hard work to bring in the Erling Haalands. It looks like even the Gyokeres, a $60 million transfer, $65 million. Now they've lowered their price, and we still can't get that over the line. But the little itsy bitsy Norgards, 11 mil, 5 mil Kepa, 22 mil, 25, 7 mil Medwecki. Oh, that's a piece of piss. And that's the ethos of the club, bro. That's the ownership, the board. That is the ethos of the club. And that's why Acers is right. We're not going to get Rodrygo, because if it was a priority, maybe, just maybe, we would have had that tied up by now. Especially we see Florian Wirtz go. Especially when we see Man City sign 3 top players to go along with their January signings. The season where we signed window again, we signed fucking no one, and they go off and sign Mamouche, right? I mean, it's just.
We're left with the trash. We're left with the trash of the league. We're left with the trash of the league. With the useless clowns of the league, and it genuinely hurts me. I mean, AFC always says, shout out to AFC always. Shout out to AFC always. It's stop with shopping in Chelsea beans. I mean, what's the fascination of? Oh my days, man! I mean,
they have time experience. And they think the transition for the
Oregon's there has to be something. There has to be a business. There has to be a link. There has to be a connection. There has to be something we're doing with Chelsea. And it has to be studied. Because I don't see why we go for the shittiest of players down there and we're helping them, offload these players and pay more money to them, making them more richer and making our side more poorer and overinflating our wages. With this useless clowns we're bringing in from Chelsea Football Club to complain. If they're not good enough for Chelsea Football Club, why are they good for Arsenal, who's come second 3 times in a row? With Chelsea, who have, finished below us in previous seasons.
Right.
So what makes their own trash better than what we already have?
It doesn't. And that's the whole point. The fan base is up in arms and furious because you go from Rodrygo, an 80 million signing, with a complete fan base is on board. You can be top gooners, you can be an Arteta ass kisser, whatever. You can be a real, one of the real ones, Rat Army, whatever it is. Everyone's on board for Rodrygo. And then 2 weeks later, you hit us. For a month now, we've been down the Rodrygo road. All of a sudden now we're 22 mil Medwecki. What the fuck is going on? And William Holmes called it. What the fuck is Berta doing? What is Berta doing? Is Medwecki a Berta signing? Is this what we brought Berta in for? More Chelsea scum?
Bro, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
In our North London ground? See, that's the point there. William Holmes has it spot on. What the fuck is Berta doing right now? I'm starting to think that Arteta's heading up the recruitment in England, and Berta is the surrounding area. Berta is the rest of Europe and South America, of course. And you can't forget fucking, the Australian League, of course. And again, who is overseeing what? Who's running the show, bro? Who's making these decisions? Who is linking Medwecki to Arsenal besides either David Dipshit Ornstein or some half-assed journalist or top gooners who are looking in the budget bin to say, oh, I'm the one that called that on Twitter. I'm the one that called Medwecki. Look, he scored 5 goals already this season, right? It's about clout, bro, for some of these people bringing up these disgraceful names.
If we bring Noni Madueke into this football club, I would literally not do any stream for like 2-3 months. I would literally go on riot. I won't do any more streams again. If I see Noni Madueke in this football club, I'm not going to do streams for about 3 months. I'm just going to wait it out. And if we lose our first 4, then I might just forget about doing streams for the whole year. Because, I'm tired. I'm tired of every year, every transfer window,
Chelsea
going to shop. Oh my day. I mean, I welcome this Kepa one because Arsenal really needs a backup in that position. So I'm letting that go. And again, he didn't really play for Chelsea. Yeah. So that's why I'm forgiving that one. But I mean, all these other clowns linked to us, I don't want to see any of them because they don't. I mean, they don't add any bit of quality to us. They don't bring anything with them. I mean, it's all weak. Noni Madueke will not, people. He will not improve this Arsenal squad. But again, let's talk about someone who would literally improve this Arsenal squad. Let's talk about someone who would definitely improve this Arsenal squad. And that person, I'm pitching him against Rodrygo. I don't even want Rodrygo in this football club no more. How about Eberechi Eze? Oregon Gunner, just this past week and this week, we were linked to Eze last week.
Yes.
This week, they're already telling us that Arsenal have struck an agreement, on personal terms with Eze. They presented the proposal to him. His camp loved it. They didn't even argue. They took the deal. And it's just left for Arsenal to go to Crystal Palace, of which Crystal Palace will walk us straight into his clause, which is £68 million.
Pay it.
Oregon Gunner, are you ready to part with £68 million for Eze? Absolutely. And what does a potential Eberechi Eze signing potentially, hypothetically, what does it do for us at the football club?
It brings pace, creativity, goal scoring ability, vision, Premier League experience. An ex-Arsenal kid, actually, he was at Arsenal as a youth. And Spurs are linked.
Big up William Holmes.
Big up William Holmes, real one. And will be beating Spurs out of a signing. And he is a top player. Winning mentality already, even though it's one trophy, right? I mean, but winning mentality.
I mean, he won the FA Cup. I mean, the mentality is there.
You gotta say, if we bring Eze in, we have to keep Martinelli on the bench as squad fill, right? I think unless if we bring Rodrygo in, Martinelli can go. If we bring Eze in, I still think we need Martinelli to fill a role for the next maybe one more season, or maybe we'll let him go in January, whatever. But we're not talking about Martinelli. Eze is the player we need. Eze, the number 10 shirt, who's got it? Nobody. Nobody's got number 10. It'll fit him perfect. Yes, exactly. He's second to me. If we can't get Rodrygo, Eze's fine. But when you go from Rodrygo, Eze now to fucking Madueke, I'm sorry. That's when you and I agree.
I'm sorry, it's not working for me. Arsenal, please, bro. See, no, arguing. I'm serious. If Noni Madueke comes here, I'm not gonna do streams no more. I mean, every other person could do streams because I mean, people want to make money. I get that. I love this. I'm a passionate Arsenal fan. If you go to my bio, you would say I'm a passionate Arsenal fan. It comes before making anything from any stream. So I don't really care. This is not where I feel. So I love this football club. So people, see, if Noni Madueke comes to this football club, I'm not doing streams no more for the main time because, bro, why do we keep going to Chelsea to get these clowns from them? Noni is a clown. I don't like the guy. I don't like anything about him. I mean, bro, he can't score goals for me. That would be okay for me. He doesn't open up play. He can't get past players. Why are we linked to the most useless of top side players? Why can't we go in for the Cole Palmers? Why can't we go in for the better players, for the Caicedos? Why? Why does it have to be the reject? Why does he have to be the dejected one?
That's good news.
I mean, I'm tired of this. But again, to just double up on what you said about Eze, I think Eze makes perfect sense for us.
Me too.
When he came into the picture, sincerely, I felt, okay, if Eze is in the picture, let's forget about Rodrygo. And I know why I'm saying that. Eze represents Premiership proven player. I mean, you can't overstate. You
Right.
can't overstate.
Right.
I mean, what it means to have yet another, Premiership proven player to come in and do the job that we want him to do
Right.
in that left-hand side. And again, he's also a multi-dimensional player of the ilk of Mikel Arteta, right? So there's no excuse of not getting this signing going on, because he comes in, he solves our problem in the left-hand side. He doesn't just only solve the problem we have in that left-hand side, he also solved a bigger problem that we had last season, tactical nature.
Right.
We could be able to throw away or bundle out Martin Odegaard. He had a stinker last season. Eze can play in that number 10 role and open up defenses. His space alone opens up lots of space, and players who are very technical in nature can be able to find those sweet spots in those pocket spaces. And I mean, just get rid of all these sides that come to keep an entire low block against us. Arsenal lost to teams that mostly kept a low block last season. But most of the teams that actually had the cojones to come face us, we actually consumed them. It's the ones that actually say, you know what, we know how to play with Arsenal. Let's just sit back. Let's close up shop. And Arsenal are brain dead in trying to open up, opposition that come to just sit down and just, keep a low block. If we have an Eze there, we can say, okay, good. Go to that left-hand side. If that doesn't work, you can go on a tactical change. That's why Martinelli should be relegated to the bench, so that if we want a tactical change, we could be able to bring in Martinelli, go back to that left-hand side, draw Eze back to that number 10 area to open up play, bundle Odegaard out of the equation. Eze could also play in that number 8. So if Rice isn't on point, he could play in that number 8 role. I mean, it's in his wheelhouse, isn't it? This is a typical signing that Mikel Arteta shouldn't even be thinking twice. Eze can also play as a false 9. What are we talking about? His pace is enough to get us to open up play, spread the play around. So while Bukayo Saka is doing his thing, getting in behind defenders in the right-hand side, we'll have someone who's playing enough to replicate that same thing in the left-hand side. And oh my God, the Holy Ghost save the team we could be playing if we bring in a Gyokeres and make that a 3-pronged attack. Eze on the left, Gyokeres in the number 9. I mean, just to tuck in those loose balls that come, from the pandemonium. These 2 players were crossing the wings, and we're done. We're done. With Eze, we don't even need to spend on a number 10 to replace Martin Odegaard.
Right. Oh yeah. No. Right. And here's the ideal formation already. If we were to get Eze, for me, it would be a 4-2-3-1 with Rice and Odegaard in front of the back 4. Eze in the 10, Martinelli on the left, or somebody else
Big
on the left.
Waffle TV. Subscribe to that channel, guys.
And up front is either Havertz or Gyokeres. Right. Oh yeah. No, I agree 100%. And like AJ said in the chat, he doesn't really want Eze on the left, which I understand as well, because I think that limits his ability. Right. He for me is the number 10. He has to wear the number 10 shirt. Now think about this: if he does a 4-3-3, you could put.
Then where do you put Odegaard? Wait, he wears the number 10 shirt. Good. You know who occupies that number 10 slot? Yeah, he's not wearing the number 10 shirt, but he occupies the number 10 slot. So where do you put Odegaard if Eze is there and doesn't play on the left?
I put Eze in the left mid, have Eze, Rice, and Odegaard, and have a dual creative attack with Rice as the 6th.
But the manager isn't going to bench Martin Odegaard. We know this.
No,
he's not going to bench his captain. He's one of his favorites.
4-3-3. Okay. In the midfield, Eze is the left midfielder, Rice is the 6th, and Odegaard on the right. So that way you have a dual creative attacking mids, right? If it's 4-3-3.
Yeah, that's good.
I would rather, but my preference, if Arteta's fucking listening, which I know he's not, is a 4-2-3-1 with Rice and Odegaard above the back 4. Saka, Eze, Martinelli, Eze and Saka across the front line with Gyokeres or Havertz up front. Because that way Eze can use the 10, right? I think, and I agree with what AJ is thinking. I think you limit Eze as a winger. If we put Eze as the left wing, he can cut in. Obviously, he can do all the tricks that we need him to. But I do think that it does limit what he can actually do when he's not in the center of the park, right? I mean, I don't, and realistically, we don't drop Odegaard. Realistically, we just go to a 4-2-3-1, and we bring Odegaard right next to Rice, and we put Eze in the 10 up front with Martinelli and Saka. 4-2-3-1. Big up, Flawless. Hope you're living good, bro. Happy July.
It's Flawless, my guy. Flawless, man. Flawless, see, man. Flawless. I'll be on vacation from today. I mean, that's why I've not been to Sarcasm TV, boss. I will be there from the end of July when I come back from vacation. My boss, that's my brother. Flawless, man. Big up to you, Sarcasm TV. Those of you who haven't subscribed to Sarcasm TV and my brother Flawless, go do something down there. BBK Sports. Big up to you, my brother. How you doing, Tyrone? Hope you're okay. Big up to, he says, big up to the charts. Yeah. Big up to Arsenal both, and big up to Flawless, man. That's my brother. Oregon Gunner, man. So, who's your preference right now? Rodrygo or Eze? I have a problem with this Rodrygo signing. If he's gonna take much money from us, and he has that kid has a chip on his shoulder. Mind you, he's won everything he needs to win in Europe. He can as well just come through to the next football club and just relax like a prince or a king. And I'm sorry, I don't want any other monarchy in my football club. I want players who are ready, generals. Oh my God, I miss the Southern Gooner. Generals. This is what I need, generals in my team. I'm not saying that Rodrygo doesn't represent that, but what I'm saying is that I think he comes with a chip on his shoulder. And I also think that his performances dwindle. Look at his performances in the Club World Cup. Dwindling performances. I mean, I'm not up for that. If anytime I see Eze on the pitch, he's doing something. He's creating, he's sparking shit up. He's doing something. But with Rodrygo, he would also need to acclimatize into this league. I keep saying this. This league is one of the hardest to actually come in and actually settle in.
Right.
Oregon, you know this thing for a fact that what we need is, someone who will come in and, accelerate stuff, get shit started. That's what we want. We want to win the trophy. So we need ready-made, baked players. We're greedy enough to need this kind of players. Players like Gyokeres who are battle ready, generals, ready to take us to war, ready to score goals, ready to score 30, 35 goals. We want Eze who will come in, take on players, go down that left-hand side, bamboozle players, get in behind defenders, create open spaces, walk into those pocket spaces he creates, and completely shut out low blocks and open up spaces for strikers and other attacking assets to go get goals. That's what we need, ready-made players. I don't know about you. I'll allow you to tackle that question on your own. But as for me, I lie with Eze. How about you?
I got to say, if Rodrygo's available, you got to make him priority. And I think that with the Eze thing is that you can find some. Oh God, that's a tough one, man. The thing is, we should go for both. In reality, we should go for both, right? But you know and I know we're not going to go for both, right? It's going to be one or the other.
Oregon, are you dreaming? Oregon, did you take any meds?
A little bit.
Did you take any meds? Are you serious? Arsenal go for 2? Oh my God!
I know. No, but I got to go Rodrygo because everything you said. I want a king. I want someone who brings that winning mentality to the club, right? And Eze will bring that to a point, but nowhere near the impact that Rodrygo have. I think Rodrygo is a complete statement signing. You know what I mean? It is a statement of intent that yes, we're here to play. Yes, we're here to lift the trophy.
Okay, I think Oregon Gunner. I mean, he just went completely off. So I don't know what's happening, but yeah. So I'll wait till Oregon Gunner comes back. So see, yeah, people. Yeah, I mean, it's a dicey one for me. Yeah, again, I will go for Premiership Proven. How about that? Premiership Proven is the one I think that would favor Arsenal more because Rodrygo, I mean, I've heard that in training, Rodrygo is no good. That's what I've heard. That is no good in training. I've heard that. He's not a good trainer. I mean, training when he's training with his football club. I've heard so many things about the guy. I mean, internally, that's turning me off that signing. And he's such an expensive player, and for us to spend 90 million on someone who would come down here and give us half baked numbers, maybe impact the game, but not give us the numbers that we want. I mean, I'd rather go for a Premiership proven player, and for me, that's what AZ represents. Of course, flawless, my guy, my brother is down here. He says the leaving legend Tony, big up my guy now. Yeah, big up to you, flawless, flawless man. We're gonna do things next season, man. Big up to you, man. See people, man. Flawless. I mean, enough respect to that brother, man. I mean, the guy literally just helped my career on YouTube. Big up to him. Bright. I'm Dizzy says, I don't know why Arteta is obsessed with reject, and also he wants to work with old Guardiola players. He wanted Sterling. He was even looking to sign Sane. And I'm like, can't he create a star on his own? And uh, I mean, big up to you, Bright. And these are the things, yeah, that you have to look in depthly into. Which of the players, I mean, this is a very important statement. Which player can you say that Mikel Arteta has really improved or developed on his own? He brought them on and improved on them. I can't. Timber was already cooking since his Ajax days. So I mean, I can't really say anything about Timber. I mean, he hasn't improved anyone. To be very sincere with you, where are your own stars? So I really understand where Bright and Dizzy is coming from. Why does he want to get all these throw ups, yeah, from all these other football clubs, and he doesn't want to develop his own? Develop your own. Get your own. Get your own. You know. So I mean, it's at this point, man. It's just crazy. Arsenal above all says, yeah, it says we'll play 4-2-3-1 next season, mostly, but can change to 4-3-3. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, MLS, Zubrimendi, Rice, Rodrygo, Eze, Odegaard, Saka, Sesko, Gyokeres. I mean, all these names we're calling, man. I'm not sure we're gonna get Gyokeres. I don't think Arsenal want to spend money, getting multiple players in that same position. I highly doubt it. We might have the money to do that, but I highly doubt it. These guys are penny pinching. I mean, you can see after Thomas Partey's Ooster from the football club, they're bringing in a 31-year-old. Guys, I'm not knocking the quality of Nordgaard. I rate the guy, but you're replacing someone who is far more better in terms of quality with someone whose quality to the person that's living the football club, well, of the same age, by the way, is of a lesser quality than him. I'm not knocking the numbers statistically of Nordgaard. He's a decent player, but he's as old as Thomas Partey. Yeah, he could give us one or two things in terms of presence and physical ability and capability and his technical know-how. Is an experienced player in the middle of the park, but his energy levels, I mean, aren't anything to go by. His statistics are one of the I mean, he's a mid-table midfielder at best. So I mean, bringing him in to actually replace the quality of Thomas Partey, I mean, it completely does nothing for us. I mean, you could also say that okay, is out here to replace Jorginho. So then who replaces Thomas Partey? Zubimendi? But well, I don't know. Mikel Arteta. I mean, it has more cases to answer right now. I mean, he's toiled with this football club enough, you know. So William Holmes says something. He says, if we had any ambition, we would go for the two of them. Exactly. Is the ambition there? Is the ambition there? And that's where the problem is. Hammers Football TV, big up to Hammers Football TV, says, Dal froze. Yeah, Dal froze. And I took over. Not Arteta says here, it says, not one or the other, both. One doesn't put us closer or ahead of LFC. I mean, I hear you, not, but don't you think that replicating or duplicating players in the same area would take up so much resources? That we could use those other the other available resources to go get a striker in, for example, maybe like a Gyokeres or a Sesko, rather than bringing in Rodrygo and Eze all at the same time. I think that would be duplicating the whole thing. That would be duplicating the whole thing. It makes complete sense to just go for Eze, bring in Eze, go for Gyokeres, clear that deal up, and then you have both your striker and both your left winger, and then you can go maybe for maybe a like-for-like replacement for Bukayo Saka, because right now we've completely thrown out the window that we do need someone who's competitive enough to come and help out in that position if Bukayo Saka turns up injured. I mean, we've totally sailed away. We're just only concentrated on bringing in a striker, bringing in a left winger. How about someone who would come and play in that right wing? We all know that this manager doesn't value one area enough. He doesn't. He doesn't value one area enough. So if Bukayo Saka is even injured in that position, I don't even see Waneri turning up for Arsenal. I don't see it. Unless something dramatically changes, then maybe, just maybe, the manager might have a change of heart towards Waneri. But up till then, he needs to prove something to me and let the kid in. But for right now, I don't think so. Yeah, I will soon close out the show anyway. Unot says, yeah, I will go for Champions League proven over Prem proven. I mean, I hear you, it's a thing of perception. But mind you, if you're saying go throw 90 million, 100 million on a player like Rodrygo, who would have to come here and prepare himself and harmonize and try to settle in. I mean, bro, I don't want to settle in no more. I think we've passed that stage, yeah, of players coming into the football club to understand how to play in the league, to learn how to play in the league. I don't want that. I want come in and tap boom. I mean, you start, you hit the ground running. There is no more excuse for this manager. So you just need to just get the players that know what they're doing. Get the players that know what they're doing, that could hit the ground running. And to be very sincere with you people, yeah, Eze represents that. And Eze represents that multi-dimensional player with no excuses. He could play in every position across that attacking area, apart from the point man and apart from the right-hand side. He's such a dynamic player. So why can't we just risk him rather than bringing in a Rodrygo that just favors playing as a winger, mostly through the left? AJ would do a whole, like, just in case you need that player to just change the formations, because last season, yeah, one of our biggest problems was Mikel Arteta. It's either he doesn't know anything or is completely clueless about tactical changes and tactical ways of tweaking the formation to make things work, or he didn't have the assets to do so. So if we have the chance of getting someone like Eze, he could transform our left hand side. If you don't need him in that left hand side, you could talk him just behind the striker. Not bad per se. If Mika Moreno could be our point man, why can't Eze be that guy to just plug in just behind the striker? Throw that all away if that doesn't make sense to you. Last season we struggled with Odegaard trying to break low blocks, all to no avail. If we have Eze with his fast pace and with his body movement, he could be able to open up spaces and be the creator in chief and take that mantle of Odegaard, who doesn't know what he's doing, who's basically clueless in this football club. So we can now have Eze, who would tactically switch positions from that left-hand side. When you bringing in Martinelli from the bench, you release Eze from that left-hand side, tuck him just above that midfield triangle, get Martin Odegaard off the pitch, put Eze down there to actually create and open up a pocket spaces for our attacking assets to actually go down there and score goals. How about that? I mean, Eze plugs into this team in numerous areas that we could make use of him easy, and this team will cook, But with Rodrygo, we have to just tuck him down the left, and if he doesn't have a good day, well, bye bye. And I'm wary about that. I'm wary about that. And Rodrygo has concerns about playing, as a striker or something like that. So, I mean, that's what he said in a press conference, that he's more suited down the wings, than any other area in the attacking trio position. So, I mean, with Eze, you don't have to argue about that. You can tuck him into any of all these problem areas that we've talked about. The left-hand side, Martinelli has stank up the place all through the season. Last season, he can't get goals. He can't keep his head up. He can't beat his man. He can't get in behind defenders. He doesn't create chances. And he only had about 4 assists last season. That's shocking. They're shocking numbers. But with Eze, he has an eye for goals. He could score. He keeps his head up. He can get in behind defenders. I mean, he's a dribbler of the ball. And oh my God, how about set pieces? He's a set piece monster. He's a set piece monster, for crying out loud. He scored a set piece goal against Arsenal last season. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer, completely no-brainer, not to bring in Eze to this football club. Complete no-brainer. I mean, we could say Rodrygo's won the Champions League and all that, but no, man. I don't want any acclimatization period, harmonization period. No. We at Arsenal have gone past that. We just want ready-made. Can you come in and just get the job done? Just get the job done. We don't need any preparations. Get the job done. That's what we need. We don't need any preparatory skills. We don't need any of that. We just need someone who will come in and hit the ground running. Eze, he represents that. Hit the ground running. That's what we need. We don't need Sesko. We need Gyokeres. Hit the ground running. Get goals. Pump goals into the net. That's what we need. Players who would come in and just change and just pack out the life into this team. That's what we need. Unit says Kepa Madueke, Harvard, Sterling. Oh my days, oh my days. Are Prem proven? No, they're not Prem proven. No, Harvard has never been Prem proven. Madueke isn't Prem proven. Sterling, you could say that, but I mean, his career has already even died before they brought him in. So that's also an anomaly. Trossard isn't Premiership proven. He's not Premiership proven. Martinelli, not Premiership proven. He came from Ituano. He's not Premiership proven. He's not. All these players you've named down here are not Premiership proven. These are Premiership losers. Apart from Sterling, these are losers. The losers. So I mean, I don't know what we're talking about here, but Eze has won the FA Cup. He's won the FA Cup, and he was a big part of them winning the that FA Cup. You could see what he does for the team. The other ones are being carried, apart from Sterling in his earlier career with Man City and maybe slightly Liverpool. Unit says, not God. Hell nah. I was speaking about Rodrygo and Eze. We need them both. I mean, I hear you. If we get them both, good. But you know your football. I mean, you not here. Why acting as if you don't know your football club? They're not going to bring the two. William Holmes says, shout out to William Holmes, man. Big ups to you, man, all the time. He says, he'll run Saka into the ground again. Oh, my days, man. I mean, oh, my God. William Holmes, man. You're the man. Oh, my days. Epic takedown. Unit says another one here. He says, Arsenal is pass on attacking option. Oh, my days. Another takedown. It says Jesus is out till is Jesus out till December? And Martinelli. So all those videos that wait, guys, wait. All those videos that Jesus was literally posting on his social media, so he's not fit enough to play. Oh my days, man. These people have oh my days, man. What is going on? Jesus is not fit yet for next season? Oh my days. Rodrygo gets 5 games to adjust, and I believe he hits the ground running. You can't say so. You don't know. You don't know that. You don't know that, bro. And I know what I'm saying with this statement. I've seen legends, generals like Koulibaly come into this league and fail. Shipped to Saudi Arabia through UPS Fast Track. I've seen players like Skamaka who hit the ground running in Serie A, fresh, hot, and came down here and looked like a complete clown. No one knows when West Ham shipped him off. I've seen players like Crespo come down to the Premiership, struggle. I've seen Shevchenko come down here, struggle. Even Zlatan struggled in Manchester United. What are we talking about? I've seen all these players come down here and struggle. So I'm not just gonna sit down here and just and just say, oh, Rodrygo is gonna come down here and just hit the ground. No. He's a top player. I hear that. No problems with that. But if someone who is more suited to the Premiership comes out to be available, and I'm sure about his quality, guys, you know that you can be sure of his quality. I mean, in the Premier League, I mean, you don't. I mean, if he's churning out those numbers, from Crystal Palace, imagine when he has a unwalkable apparatus with Arsenal Football Club. It's gonna tear the league. It's gonna set it alight. That's what Eze is gonna do. He's completely going to bamboozle everyone around there. And that's what I need. Ready-made. Right now. Ready right now. Even these 5 games you're talking about Rodrygo coming to ease himself in. Bro, forget it. No, forget it. All these players will come down here and struggle for the first 3, 5. Bro, for the first 3 months, they will struggle. And I can't afford that because I want to win the league next season. So, I mean, I'm not ready to give Rodrygo 5 games. I'm not ready to give Rodrygo 10 games. I'm ready to give Rodrygo now. How about that? That's where my standard is right now. If you're willing to give him 5 games, I'm not willing to give him 5. I'm willing to give him the first game. If you're not good in the first game, bro, off. No. I want Premiership ready generals in my team right now. No tomorrow. Right now. Gyokeres, right now. We can go drop a 60-pounder on Gyokeres and bring him to the football club right now, and he scores goals right now. We can go and have that discussion with Crystal Palace right now, no haggling. We can go there right now and drop the 68 million pounds from his clause and get the kid right now, and he will hit the ground running right now. No pride, nothing. He loves Arsenal. He left Arsenal before. He wants to come to the football club. He's part of family before. We could just bring him in and ease him into the football club and just say, hey, you know what? Yeah, you have all the apparatus to get something going on for you. Just go there and score goals and help the team out, open up spaces. And you can use them in different parts of our attacking areas that many other players couldn't really effectively walk out in, like Martinelli. So it's a no-brainer for me. It's a no-brainer. This Rodrygo and Eze. It's a no-brainer. Rodrygo will struggle for the first 2 months, and I'm not willing to give any player again. Enough is enough. I'm not willing to give any player 2 months again. No. What I want is, after the first game, you must have understood how to play in this football club and hit the ground running and start scoring goals and start improving the team and start getting in behind defenders and start breaking low blocks and start opening up opposition hideouts and opening up these teams and scoring goals, helping us in set pieces. That's what I want to see. I'm tired of betting players. I'm tired of developing players. I'm tired of helping players harmonize into the league. Look at Kivior. I mean, has he developed in any way? No, he's a useless defender. So I'm tired of grooming players, helping them out in a league that they knew it. Look at Calafiore, had a decent season with Bologna, coming down here struggling. I mean, defensive, he can't defend. Guys, Calafiore, who was brought in as a center back, can't defend. Make that make sense. So when I'm talking of Premiership proven, I know what I'm talking about. So it's a no-brainer. Either bring in Eze or forget about it. Bring in Eze or forget about it. Any other player we'll be bringing in down there it's just gonna be, okay. Let's try. Let's see. Big name. Okay, good. Let's try. It will be a let's try. If Eze is down there for the taking, go right now. Pay the money. 68 million pounds to get you a Premiership proven player, a winner. Single-handedly carried this team. Won the FA Cup last season, fresh, in his prime, ready to play. Is happy. He loves Arsenal. It was his former home. He wants to make it his home again. I don't want. And again, see, people, when you're going to even bring a Rodrygo with the astronomical amount of money, he has to come down here and prove himself. The price tag will be so much of a pressure, he has to hit the ground running in the first 2 games. If he's not, then that's a bigger problem. We all know, people. We all know Mikel Arteta is not that kind of coach that develops attacking. Bro, we know our coach. Why are we pretending? Why do we pretend as if Mikel Arteta is suddenly someone that improves players? Rodrygo might fail if he comes to this football club because we have a bozo of a manager who's down there. he wouldn't even use him in the right area. So why are we dilly-dallying over this? It's not. You see, people. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, man. Bring in the guy who knows what it means to play in this. I mean, in this league. And says, and all this versatility propaganda you're giving out with just Eze. Again? It's not. Oh my days, man! It's not a propaganda. It's a fact. Eze is a winner. It's a fact. He's a winner in the Premiership. And you know what? Yeah, I don't even want to go for all these false runs in the Champions League. We all know we're not going to win the Champions League. Why don't we build the blocks from now and get the league? That's where I'm looking at. Forget us pretending in the Champions League. We all know that this guy, this clown we have as a manager, is not going to prepare us for something bigger in the Champions League. We all know he's going to be a pretender down there. Why not get a player who's ready in the Premiership? Ready. Oh my days. Why is this such a hard thing for you to get? Eze is ready. He doesn't need any, bro. We don't need to say, Eze, we're giving you 10 games, like what you would give to Rodrygo. 5 bro. I'm not doing that. If you're talking about standards, then get your standards up. I challenge you. Get your standards up. Where is your standards? Why do I have to bring in a player for 90 million pounds and can't hit the ground running? Hell no. I've seen clubs put 60 million pounds on a player and he comes into the league and hit the ground running. That's what I want. How about that? Haaland came into the football club, hit the ground running. That's what I want. So if all these other teams can do it, why can't we have that same kind of standard? And I'm telling you that those standards can be gotten from Premiership proven players. Why should we go pretend and bring in Rodrygo for 90-something million and he has to come here and acclimatize? No. See, people, if Eze wasn't available, I hear you. If Eze, okay, Unit says something, he says, Jesus Zinchenko, Premiership proven. Bro, these are dead Premiership. Why are you talking about dead Premiership players who've lived the times winning trophies in their heydays? The Eze is not of the same ilk with Jesus and Zinchenko right now. They're totally different people right now. These guys have outlived their welcome and they're just here to leech. Eze is not here to leech. Even when Jesus came in and Zinchenko came in, they came to this football club to leech from the football club. They didn't come here to win. They came here to leech. They came here to retire. And the proof is in the pudding. The failures here. They can't win us trophies. They can't, bro, one can't even play 3 games in a row since the season he's been here. So why comparing this Eze situation to these losers and these clowns that you just named in Jesus and Zinchenko? These are clowns that we have down here. Why compare Eze to these clowns? What are you saying, brother? You say but it's a difference of what Premiership proven is. I believe if you've played in the Premier League, like no good Prem proven, no. It's not the same situation, innit? But but I do respect what you say. It's not like I don't respect what you say. I respect what you say. But it's based on perception, innit? It says, Tony, are you saying Rodrygo is a development player? No, I'm just saying he has to come down here with that big price tag and prove himself. He's not coming here as a king. He's coming here to prove himself. He's not coming here with that reputation from Real Madrid. No, he has to write his name and etch it on that wall of Arsenal. And it's not going to be an easy task, because if it was going to be an easy task, you wouldn't even give him the 5 games you're talking about. He has to come here and hit the ground running immediately. And of course, when you're paying 80 to 100 million for a player like that, yeah, I mean, he has to hit the ground running. I mean, come on, man, 100 million plus player. Come on, man. What are we talking about? You have to hit the ground running. There's no time for betting. You have to be a machinery if I'm paying 100 million to come into my football club to win for me. You have to be a machinery. You have to be a winner. Hit the ground running. No 5 games, no 10 games. I've stepped my standards up. I require you not to step your standards up. No more 5 games, no more 10 games. Come into the football club, hit the ground running, score goals, win the league, tap, tap, boom, go to the Champions League, bamboozle teams in the Champions League final, and win the league. How about that? How about that? And Eze represents this. So, I mean, unless you tell me there's another player out there who could come in and hit the ground running. But if you can't come in and hit the ground running, I don't want you in this football club. How about that? And how about that for stepping up, your standards? How about that? AFC always says, he says, 12 years ago, Arsenal bid 40 million plus for Suarez. And here we are still pissing around. Oh, my days, man. Oh, epic takedown. Unot says, yeah, he says, I'm bored of making players fit 2 positions. Yeah, I hear you, man. But 2 players for 2, okay, Eze or Rodrygo just by themselves individually is not enough. I'm saying the Prem proven tag is overrated quality. I mean, okay, would you say Isaac is overrated quality? Would you say Gordon is an overrated quality? Would you say a player like Bruno Guimaraes, who's proven himself in France and who has actually come down here to prove himself in Newcastle, Premiership proven, is a clown? I mean, you could relate it to a whole different level, yeah. I mean, Ivan Toney, Premiership proven, scored lots of goals for Brentford. If we employed him at Arsenal, it's a totally different story. I mean, you can go back and forth with all these things, yeah, and you can get different outcomes, but it should still converge to the point that what me and you want is for Arsenal to win the league. And in order to win the league, you need players who will come in here and hit the ground running. And I mean, I hear you. Even me, I want Rodrygo if we're not going to get any of that. But since when Eze came to the picture, I'm okay with Eze because he represents everything that's wrong with Arsenal. And he has that consistency. I'm a little bit worried about the consistency of Rodrygo. I think he's not consistent enough. And even let's not sit down here let's not sit down here and act as if Rodrygo has torn up the league down there in Real Madrid. I mean, if you even go to his numbers tells a different story. His numbers, you can talk about his overall, contribution to the games. I hear you, but I mean, he's not really that kind of a person you would say is a. I mean, is a total monster. I mean, he totally carried the team on his back. I mean, you can't really say that, innit? He's a nice player. He's a decent player. If not, why would Real Madrid? Want him to go? If Real Madrid wants a player to go, then there's a clear issue. There's a clear problem. I mean, look at Odegaard. Immediately they wanted him to leave. I mean, look at what he's turned out to be. I mean, it's useless to us, isn't it? If Real Madrid wants, Once Rodrygo out, then there's a problem somewhere. But again, I don't doubt his quality, yeah. But I'm just saying that you can't just because you can't just say because Rodrygo, you know, is a far more elite player than Eze. That doesn't mean is more suited to the Premiership than Eze. These are two different things, and you need to understand the differences between these two. Uh, and of course, Unit says here, it says, Eze quality, Rodrygo quality, no one man can save Arsenal. We need an ambulance of quality. So even Rodrygo by himself isn't enough. And then we get to a convergence point. I do agree with you. Single-handedly, Rodrygo can take us nowhere. Single-handedly, and Eze can get us over the line. It has to be an ambulance, as you've said, an ambulance of quality. That's what we need. Quality all round the pitch. That's what we need. And again, we've totally thrown out the window that we should also be thinking of adding quality, not just to our first 11, but to our bench. I mean, people are only just talking about who's gonna be on the left, who's gonna be on the right, who's gonna be in that 10. I mean, we've totally thrown out the window that we also need someone on the bench, quality on the bench. Totally forgotten that. We need quality on the bench. I mean, look at Liverpool. If they could tap into the bench and bring in Endo, tap into the bench and bring in Gravenbach, and now they've added more, they've stacked up more on that bench that would eventually even encroach into their first 11. I mean, Ritz is a starter all of a sudden, innit? So one person has to sit down for him, innit? So any of McAllister, Gravenbach, one of them will have to sit down. But again, it's quality. So whomever you bring in from the bench is quality. So we've totally forgotten about quality on the bench too. So I mean, we're screwed anyway. So I mean, oh my God, this football club is we're in a mess, and Arsenal needs saving. See here, people, smash the like button. I really appreciate that you guys could come here today and show us some love. But just before we go, you not say something here. The midfield lacks quality, and the attack is starved of quality. We need multiple shoulders to carry the burden of expectation. The savior complex, as displayed by Saka, he needs a little more quality. I mean, people. It doesn't get better than this. Thanks for that, for those words, you not. I mean, that's clear as night and day. Around him, around striker to his left. Exactly. I share that with you. I share that with you. We completely lack quality in this team. And Mikel Arteta and his cohorts down there at Arsenal don't know what they're doing. They don't have a clue of what they're doing. How would you, just because of Thomas Partey wants more money, and then you throw him away like a piece of chicken? And oh my days, bro, I can't even, bro. See ya, people, smash the like button. This week will tell us a lot. This week will tell us a lot. This week, next week, will tell us a lot about the ambitions of this football club. If this football club has got any ambitions at all, we would know within this week and next week. Let's see how serious this football club really is. Let's see how serious this football club takes getting a left-sided winger to bring in that particular player into this football club, and who to choose will also let us know what kind of people are down there doing business for us. If going by what I saw in the transfer rumor about bringing in Noni Madueke, people into this football club, alas, we're finished. And that shows you that better is a complete zombie, you know. But if we bring in a decent left winger like an Eze or even a Rodrygo, still, I have no problem with that, you know. I only want someone who will hit the ground running. That's what I want. And if he's gonna be the guy to hit the ground running, so be it. If we don't get no striker in this coming week, I mean, that should pretty much tell you all you need to know. I mean, people, yeah, that pretty much tells you what you need to know about the football club and the guys running the football club. And this includes Andre Berta, because this is your first window for a team you just joined, yeah. I mean, you should be calling the shots. And not just calling the shots on bringing half-back players. You should be calling the shots in bringing in world-class generals into the fray. You should be bringing in, I mean, quality all across the pitch. Let's see what happens next week. It will tell us what this team is all about. It will tell us. We already know what Mikel Arteta is all about. He's a clown. We've established that fact that Mikel Arteta is a clown. Come on, man. It's there. The fact, the truth is out there. He's been exposed in Europe. Completely ripped apart in the Premiership. Guys, come on, man. There's no hocus pocus, no caveman hiding or tribal shit going on. That it's proven he's a clown. He can't get us over the line. It has been proven. And anyone who doesn't believe in that, come on, you should check your head. If you believe that Mikel Arteta is the one to take it to the promised land, you must be drunk and high on cheap drugs, cheap Jamaican drugs. But that doesn't mean Mikel Arteta can't win anything, though. There's still arguments to it. If he brings in world-class players and turns around, I do believe people could change. And that's the best part of life. Just get the signage right, because you're not doing things properly. That's why you're failing. You can't afford to go to the transfer window, play around and dilly-dally and haggle in the transfer window and think you're going to win the league. You can't do so. But if you go down to, in your transfer window, bring in what you need, you have even that chance of luck to win something in the Premier League. So maybe, just maybe, if it does, get its signings right, get in a left winger. It's simple. Get in a left winger. Get a backup player for Bukayo Saka. Get in a seasoned striker, a number 9, someone who's ready to die in front of goal, a predator, a goal poacher. That's what you need. A general who's ready to die in the 18-yard box, who's ready to score goals, who's ready to lead the troops to score goals, to poach goals, a predator. That's what you need. If you get it, if you get those positions fixed and you get maybe one backup defender, you're good. Oh, my days, man. Arsenal, man. Arsenal. Where are the sales? Oh my God. You're not. Please don't go there. Don't go there. These people are not. Oh, you're not. Oh, you're not. Oh, you're not. These people are not ready for that conversation. They're not ready. They are not ready for that conversation, bro. Don't go there. They're not ready. They're not ready for that conversation. Where are the sales? People, where are the sales? What is a player like Jesus still doing leeching from this football club, clutching on every wages, enjoying it, leaking every bit of pound he's getting from this football club. What is someone like Zinchenko? Oh my God, our Lord Jesus Christ. What is a player like Zinchenko still doing in this football club? What is he doing here? What is Zinchenko doing here? What is he doing here? How is he still here? What is Kivior still doing in? People, what is Kivior still doing here? He hasn't settled in this football club. He doesn't like London. He doesn't like England. He doesn't like anywhere. His twerking wife hates England, hates the rain, takes several trips down to Milan, doesn't like England. Send this guy parking. What is Calafiori doing here? Send him away. Sell Calafiori. Sell him away. What is he doing here? Sell Zinchenko. Trim the grass. Arsenal. What are these clowns still doing in this football club? What is Zinchenko still doing here? Oh my God, man. What is Zinchenko doing here? Still earning a wage in this football club. And last time I checked, I heard he doesn't even want to go. I mean, he has reaffirmed his love for Arsenal. Oh my days, man. Oh. Zinchenko, oh my days, man. People, Zinchenko has reaffirmed his love for Arsenal. He's gonna be here. They're not selling anyone. He's not going anywhere. They love the wages they're getting from here. Big ups to this is one of our new subscribers who just came in to the channel, and of course, big ups to you. It says Arsenal are not selling because they give players high wages. No one else will offer that. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Oh my God. This club, see people, yeah. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. I mean, let's forget the whole stories. Let's forget running in circles. We are cooked. People, we're cooked. We're cooked. No, I mean, I've come to that conclusion that we're cooked. I mean, look at the players we've brought in. Can you look at it and say a world-class player just walked into the football club? I mean, Kepa comes in. I'm see here, people, yeah, because I don't want any. Okay, with Kepa coming in, I have no big issue with that because we already have a Golden Glove goalkeeper standing right there. So, in other words, Kepa signing is an understandable one, and I get that. In your criticism, you have to be balanced. Not everything is you must be negative. No, 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 no. I'm not all of. I mean, I argue things fairly. You have to be fair. When bringing out your point, and you have to balance things up. This is the truth. Kepa signing, not bad, because we have a number one who's doing well anyway. So there's no complaining that. But I mean, you have to look at other positions and see that we're not adding quality, to those positions. We're not adding quality to our attacking positions right now. We're not adding big time quality to our midfield. I mean, just look at the signing of Nordgaard. I mean, see, yeah, people, yeah, when Liverpool are getting Gyokeres, yeah, I mean, you can feel the goosebumps. You can feel it like Man City, Liverpool fans are gonna have chilly goosebumps when those kind of caliber of players are coming into the football club. Yeah. When Turkey is coming to your football club, you feel the aura, you feel the goosebumps doing the rounds all over your body. When Amori from Wolves, one of the best left backs in the league, is packing his bags and going to Man City, there is a problem. You feel the goosebumps. When a player like Ritz is coming from Bayer Leverkusen for a whooping amount of money, you feel the goosebumps. When Gyokeres comes into your football club, you feel the goosebumps. I mean, people, did you feel any goosebumps knowing that Nordgaard is coming into your football club? Any chill, any enthusiasm to spearhead dying for the club? I mean, is there any joy, any happiness, any? I mean, when Nordgaard, I was like, okay, all right. I mean, it's like, nah, it's like it's just people, man. I mean, the more I talk about it, yeah, the more I get pissed off. It's like I want to get a brain fag in my head. It's crazy, bro. I mean, I can't stop thinking about what these owners are doing to us. The toiling with our hearts, the playing with us, the toiling with us, the joking with us, the taking the piss at us. I mean, with every signing they're making, it's like they're looking us in the face and spitting our faces and laughing all at the same time, and it's traumatic. I mean, it's traumatic. It's blood joining. It's I mean, it's a horrible story. It's a gory story. So I mean, I don't know how to say this. I'll put it in words, but yeah, says I would, and it says sell for cheap or pay part wages, get rid. I mean, bro, let's just give them out for free. Let's give them out for free. Look at what's this guy's name? Um, the guy from Porto. What? Uh, Fabio Vieira or whatever is his name. That clown. No one wants him, bro. $40 million. No one wants this guy. No one. Even for free, nobody wants. Nobody wants it. See, Arsenal, bro, man, we've completely failed. I mean, let's just agree. If we don't agree that we've completely failed and just completely deconstruct the structure we have to reconstruct it all over again. I mean, with and that starts with the manager. I mean, we have to check ourselves. See ya, people. Thanks for showing love to the channel. Thanks for popping in today. I mean, great show. We had Oregon Gunner Boys. Internet went off. So, man. So, big up to everyone who showed up for me. You not AFC always. Williams, this is all. You're not. Thanks, man. Big convos me and you had here today, man. Respect to you. Harms TV, William Holmes. Big up to you too. This is big up to you. Aces. Above Arsenal, above all, flawless, my brother. Harman's Football TV, Bright Amidizi. Big ups to these guys, yeah. Thanks for showing up today for me. Oregon Guna, William Holmes, The Assembled, Arsenal above all, AJ, big ups to you, man. The Assembled, big ups to you. All these people, yeah. God bless you guys. And thanks for showing up for me today, yeah. And from me is we. Oh, okay. This is always here. It says, big up, bro. John Duran, Aston Villa striker that went to Saudi Arabia, just went to Fenerbahce in Turkey for 65. Wow. And Arsenal don't want to pay the money for a striker because they talk about it. I mean, did he just go to Turkey? Oh, my days, man. Why wasn't Arsenal all over that deal? Last time I checked, Duran was still. I mean, yeah, Saudi Arabia. I hear you, but again, he's gonna come to Arsenal and struggle though. I want ready made. I want a player who's ready to go. Duran will come here and struggle again. I mean, he put up decent numbers 2 seasons ago, but again, I just want players who are currently playing down here who would come in and score goals. Look at Isaac. No one, absolutely no one, can complain of his quality. If you go in there and tempting Newcastle, because today I just found out that he wants out anyway. So if you go there and drop maybe 120 and say, you know what, yeah, we want Isaac to come to this football club, show intent, show urgency that you want the player to come in and show them the money. They will come. But of course, Arsenal arguing with the price, talking, just talking complete gibberish, in these meetings, yeah, doing absolutely nothing, and they just stink up the whole place. Um, our brother, this is O says, I agree. Arsenal needs a proven striker. I'm talking about spending the money. If if you want a top striker, you have to spend the money. Except that that's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, if you don't want all these other, players like Gyokeres, bro, what? It's Isaac. I'm hearing that Liverpool wants him, and if Liverpool wants him, they're gonna take him. People, don't get it twisted. If they want him, they will take him. People, Arsenal could walk straight right up to Newcastle and tell them, you know what, Newcastle, we've done deals before. We sold a player in recent history to you. We've done business before. Please, hand us Isaac, please. We'll give you 120. Close the deal, easy. Isaac is yours. Just like that. A Premiership proven striker. Just like that. How about walking up to Newcastle and saying, you know what, yeah, we need Gordon. We need Gordon. We need Gordon. That's all. We need Gordon. Instead of us, we would even go for Callum Chambers and all these other clowns and bring them to the football club. Noni Madueke. Are these guys thinking? Are these guys in the helms of affairs? Are they thinking? Do they have the thinking caps on? Noni Madueke, another Chelsea reject, another Chelsea. Oh my days, another Chelsea vomit. Are these guys clueless or something? People, yeah, big up to you. Of course, I'll be on vacation, but once in a while, I would do flash streams here and there and bring you some transfer news. And I'll completely build up until the start of the season. I'll be coming back towards the start of August, so you guys should just watch out for my shots and some of the little videos I'll be throwing here and there. So just like, subscribe to the channel, show me some love, and let's just do what we do. And have a lovely summer, people. This is all. Thanks for showing up to the channel. Big ups to you, man. Thanks for showing up for me, man. And big ups to everyone. Yeah. Peace, people. Peace.